Canucks. There you go, that's it.
I'm even in heels.
You guys want? The other one, you first. Everyone wants to go first. There you go. There's the skates on.
Oh, can we get forward a little bit?
Well, I gotta do one or two. How important was that goal on as you're showing up in 5 minutes?
Well, I don't think it was. You always want to don't give team some momentum, especially when they get a 5-minute power play. They scored a big goal there, and it's nice to want to get back a 3-goal lead, but they scored right after. But I thought our start was the difference tonight. We came out with a lot more urgency than we did on the 23rd, and 2 big goals by Ebbett, and we were happy with the start.
Coach wasn't happy, obviously. I don't think anybody in here was the other night, but it looked like the leaders took that to heart. I mean, you scored, Kesler scores, Daniel scores.
Well, I think it was all 20 guys. We wanted to play a good game. We weren't happy at all with the game on 23rd. We don't need AV to let us know we know that, and we've been a mature group for a long time, and we knew we had to be much better tonight, and we showed it.
What did you think? Did you see Dale's hit?
No, I didn't see. I saw the Edmonton player didn't look too good there. Hopefully he's all right, and wish him all the best.
You guys have worked hard to get the division lead. You're in the division lead now. What does that mean?
Yeah, that feels good. That's where I think we belong in this locker room. That's where we believe that we belong, and we just have to keep building and try to keep improving and feel good about our game going in the last stretch here.
Maybe San Antonio.
Saying about just the confidence, so puck goes in off you, and then
yeah, it's funny how that works. You know, you get a one lucky bounce off your leg, and then next thing you know, you're 2-on-1 and you're getting plays and you're making plays and feeling so much more confident out there.
too bad you weren't on when the empty net was out.
Yeah, it was. I think I had my chance there on that 2-on-2 with Cody, and just kind of bounced up on me. But it would have been capped off a nice night.
How's this last month or so been for you, Andrew, when you were seeming to hit your stride with the team, you get hurt, and then you come back in, and now you have a night like tonight?
Yeah, it was frustrating. You know, I haven't. It's the longest I've ever been out in my career. It's 6 weeks, and especially when the team was playing so well like they were, it was tough to watch. And having defense had to come up and play forward, and wishing I was out there. So it's I've really just had fun here the last week and a half coming back and trying to just enjoy it and seize the opportunity.
Remember the last time you had 2 goals in one game?
I'm thinking it was maybe last year in San Antonio down in the minors, but it's I'm more of a passer than a goal scorer, I think. So it's but they're always nice when you get 2 in one night.
How much does it help right now? Waiting for the whole crowd here now before you begin.
First and 2 shifts in the second.
You just got him in a bad spot there, too.
Yeah, obviously first and foremost, you don't want to see a guy go off the ice like that. You know, I've played against that guy growing up, so hopefully I'll get in touch with him or his brother here, and hopefully he's okay. You know, things happen so fast. You know, I thought I caught him on the shoulder there, and he kind of went in a vulnerable position. You know, I respect the call. Things happen so fast, but you know, I respect it.
Is it just a case of you know, I mean, you looked like you closed the gap on him pretty quickly there. Do you think maybe you got to him faster than he thought you were going to get there?
You know, the game's so fast now. You know, I was getting in, and I was just trying to angle him off, and you know, caught him in a vulnerable position.
How tough is it to sit out here and know that the team's shorthanded at that situation? And obviously, that got the Oilers back in the hockey game.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling. Obviously they scored 2 there and kind of got them back in the game when I thought we were in complete control of the game. So obviously that's tough, but full marks to our guys for battling and staying with it and putting in a full effort.
You know the era we're in.
I think it's a fact.
Yeah.
Just talk about your fast start tonight compared to that game against Calgary a couple nights ago.
Yeah, obviously against Calgary, no one was happy, but you're going to have games like that. You're going to have games where, we played really 2 emotional games than the 2 nights before. So, I think we just have a little bit of a letdown. We're human, but I thought we responded really well tonight, and we're playing for the first 20 to the final buzzer.
You and Alex seem to have some chemistry there together again with when you guys were either shorthanded or 4-4. Just talk about you setting up Alex and vice versa. Yeah,
we've been playing together for a long time, and we still seem to have that chemistry when we do play together. So it was fun tonight playing with him, and it was he played really well for us. Same with Andrew Ebbett played great for us tonight.
The sense after that loss to Calgary, Ryan, that the leaders inside this locker room were going to take it upon themselves to lead this team in the right direction tonight?
Obviously, I think we take it personal, and you never want to play like that. But like I said, we're human and it happens. The only thing you can control is the next game, and I thought not just the leaders, but us as a group, we took the bull by the horns, and we really wanted to play a complete game tonight, and I thought we did that.
No, I can pass if you guys really needed it. That's 4, right?
Let's get Roger in the background.
We got to get out of the background.
That was about as ideal a start, I'm sure, as your team was hoping for, especially after the start you had on the 23rd.
Yeah, we had a couple days off. We wanted to be sharp with our execution. We weren't that sharp in the 23rd, and I think we learned from that game. We came out focused and paid off with 3 goals.
You get the sense that the leaders in the room, you being a part of that leadership group, were really wanting to take it upon yourselves tonight to get this team back on track?
Yeah, we weren't happy with the way the first half of that Calgary game went, and we were a lot better tonight, a lot sharper in a lot of areas, executed early, and he really took over the game in the first period.
Nice was to see a guy that's gone through a few ups and downs as his first year with a Canuck to get a couple of goals like Andrew Ebbett did.
Yeah, it was great to see. He's kind of had a tough go here with some injuries. It's always a tough way to start the season as a new guy. It's a great game for him. He's worked hard off the ice. He's been positive, and it's just great to see him be rewarded.
Rogers Game Day exclusive with Mason Raymond, whose team had probably, I'm sure, the ideal bounce-back effort and performance you were hoping for compared to when you were last on the ice playing another Alberta team.
Yeah, no, another division rival, so we wanted to make sure we jumped out on top of this. Calgary was Calgary. We forgot that one, moved on. I thought we had a great jump considering maybe having a few Christmas meals in us, but nonetheless, we played pretty well overall, and good special teams, came out with 2 points.
And a key goal tonight on special teams, and this team is starting to be able to pot a few more shorthanded maybe than what you had in the first month and a half of the season.
Yeah, I've said time and time again, I think special teams can be a big difference in the game, and I think it proved again tonight. I mean, they scored a couple on that 5-minute power play, but we were able to get one ourselves, and that's the difference. So Lou played well, made some big saves, and as I said, came with 2 points.
Just one tonight.
I'm sure you have to feel much better after this game with your team's effort than what you had after their game against Calgary.
Without a doubt. I mean, for everyone tonight, to bounce back the way we did, and it's a lot more enjoyable, I think, for everybody when you go out there and you put your work boots on and you do what you have to do, and that's what our guys did tonight. They came out. We wanted a real good start against this team, and we got one.
Did you get a chance to see the Weise hit yet?
I saw it quickly there as I was watching the San Jose game right now, and it was a shoulder-on-shoulder hit. It's unfortunate the young man got hurt, but this is a physical contact game, and sometimes stuff happens on the ice.
Alain, a few days ago, Cronwall was up in the air. He doesn't get charging. Kesler misses a guy and gets charging. And then this looked like shoulder-to-shoulder was charging. Did everyone around the game, are we all sure what charging means anymore?
It's a real fast-paced game, and I think it's challenging right now for everybody in the game to understand exactly what is going on sometimes. So I'm not going to put myself in trouble. I'm just going to say it's a real fast-paced game, and it's tough to judge.
Andrew Ebbett's had a couple of interesting months here, hasn't he? How nice was it to see him get rewarded now that he's back to 100% healthy?
Every time we've asked Andrew to do a specific job on our team, he's done a real good job, whether that be helping us out killing penalties or jumping in and helping us out at the end of a power play or a 5-on-5 tonight. And I thought that line, when there wasn't a lot of 5-on-5 play there for the first 2 periods, and when there was, I thought that line did a good job for us tonight, and he was a big part of that.
How big was the shorthanded goal just to sort of settle you back down after they had scored?
Yeah, they were building momentum, even though they hadn't generated a lot of scoring chances. They did capitalize on the ones that they had, and for Burr and Ryan to make that play at that time and give us again that 3-goal cushion was obviously a big part of tonight's game.
You're sitting in the division lead. I think that's where you guys probably think you should be. It's been a bit of a climb to get there. What does it mean to you to be atop the division?
Well, I mean, again, this is a real tough league, and I know I say it quite often, but there are no easy games, and you got to bust the gut to win, and when you don't win. So obviously we started off a little bit slow. We found a little bit of rhythm here, a little bit of momentum, and obviously we'd like to keep it here as we move forward. Anything else? Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.